Next, we'll hand over to Edmond. He's the chair of the Chinese Information and Advice Center, who will talk about the support that you have given to some of the migrants in Malta. Over to you, Edmond.
First of all, let me begin by thanking London citizens on behalf of our speakers here, yourselves, and our community for organizing this rally, this event for us. And I urge you to tell your friends and your network of friends to come together on May 3rd and use this opportunity to express the solidarity that is before us, organized by London citizens and with the rest of the other communities, and send a very powerful message to whoever the next government is. All right, that we are an issue here that cannot simply be just blown away. All right, and that you have to address this issue now. Like Austin said, it's no longer an option for them to just ignore. You cannot just send people back home now. The fact is they're here. All right, and you've heard from other speakers all the good about taxes, about being useful to citizens, about VAT contributions. Right, and you heard from the social aspect as well from Thomas about how it impacts on our generations and our children. So this is an opportunity, a real opportunity for us to come together, all right, and seize it to send a very powerful message. And I couldn't think of a better time than now, because as a community center in Chinatown, and for so many years we have been servicing the community, it breaks my heart to see there's so many of us in our community who are skilled people, who are experts at what they do, right? And yet they are being deprived of a proper status in our society. And it breaks my heart when they come to us, all right? And of course, a bit of publicity here, but the Chinese Information and Advice Center, we dispense a lot of advice and support on immigration matters and issues, and also on refugee and asylum support to our community. Now, it is true that when people come to us and we see the helplessness, all right, that prevails when they do not have a proper status and when they could go to work and they could pay their taxes and they could be like a normal person and a normal family at home. Yet, what the government policy has been doing, or not doing rather, right, has impacted on themselves, on their economic well-being, right, and onto their families. And what happens next? You get the extension of that problem into other social problems. You get domestic violence, all right, happening. All right, we know it because we're at the forefront. We see this when our service users come to us. Some other problems, okay? Least of all, someone mentioned just now, no chefs, restaurants closes. And someone asked just now in one of our panel speakers, what happens if close? I can tell you what happened in Chinatown. They opened gambling establishments, all right? Because there's no more chef to do the work. And this is terrible for us. And when you think about it as well, all right? Again, this is a personal experience because of our work with the community. The extension of the work that we cannot ignore now is even the service that we have to provide to our members of our community who unfortunately go into the prisons because they're selling illegal DVDs. They have to find a way to make ends meet. And this is all very sad. And you'll hear from the next speaker a real case work I suppose you have organized that. And you will see why this opportunity that is before us on May 3rd, we must come together united and express this solidarity together. All right, thank you very much.